Welcome back, my country cousins. This is Trippin' with Trip, man. What I got in store for y'all, man. We got Fresh Cut Friday going on today, and then we got Flashback Friday today. I'm gonna let y'all know what Flashback Friday is. Stay tuned, man. Check out the intro. So, like I was telling y'all, man, welcome back to the channel. This is Trippin' with Trip. We're still on the road to 100. I think I got like around 70 subscribers. I gotta double check that later. But anywho, man, if it's your first time here kicking it with the fam, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Give me all the feedback that you got for me. And for the people who are returning, man, welcome back, bro. We made it through another week. Everybody's alive, everybody's here. Man, we got everything to be grateful for. We got some goals we're gonna knock out for the last part of the year. And we just gonna get to it. So today is Friday, of course, man. Anytime it's a Friday, it's either a Fresh Cut Friday or a Flashback Friday. Fresh Cut Friday, you'll probably see that video tomorrow because my haircut's gonna be a little bit later on today. I may or may not get some footage of that, I ain't really sure. Nah, I'll try to get some footage. We'll see how it goes. But anywho, that's neither here nor there for right now. We got Flashback Friday. Flashback Friday is something I'm gonna start doing is where I have a flashback to a moment in my life in the past, and this is gonna be connected to a story. It's probably gonna be something wild. But today, for Flashback Friday, the story that I'm gonna give y'all is a story from my first deployment. So, 2011, 21 years old, brand new in the Air Force. Just got to the operational side, done with training. First deployment to Iraq in the summertime. I don't really know what's going on. This is my first time seeing combat. This is my first time being in that environment. This is my first time being somewhere in a whole other country. My first time being actively killed, or somebody actively trying to kill me every day, all day, 2 times on Sunday, 3 times at night. So yeah, man, it was definitely a dope experience. I loved every moment of it. I learned a lot, man. Definitely got to experience a lot. And just seeing all the history, cause long story short, man, my dad, you know what I'm saying, he was on the initial invasion of Desert Storm, Desert Shield. You know what I'm saying? The first time they went over there to go see about Saddam. And that point in time where I finally got around to go, in 2011, we were transitioning out the first time. So Obama was still in office, we were getting ready to draw down. Saddam's people and Taliban and ISIS were still letting us know that they didn't want us over there. So it was kind of a hot spot. But anyway, I go over there, we're doing my job. I was attached to a rescue unit, so seeing them do their job, seeing them do their thing was pretty dope. I had a supervisor, so at this point, I'm just an A1C. I only got 2 stripes, a little E3, and I go out there with a tech sergeant, man. And so, I think he came out there halfway through the tour, so he swapped somebody else so somebody can go home early. And yeah, man, we pretty much riding around base. So when you're deployed, all you got is whatever's on that base and whoever's on that base to kick it with. So with us being on the rescue side, with us being rescue, they put us on a whole separate side of base to where, you know what I'm saying, only people that was over there was special ops. So it wasn't no clubs, it wasn't no MWR, it wasn't no none of that. We had what we had. Like, we had our own compound, which was dope. We didn't have to worry about the big blue side and big green and all the rules and all that other stuff, because you had to, you know what I'm saying, if you weren't supposed to be over there, you weren't supposed to be over there, and it was clear as day who was supposed to be over there and who wasn't. So anytime we wanted to go do something, we had to go across base, which means we had to drive down perimeter road. The only thing that's separating you from the rest of Iraq is a chain link fence, and it's people that should just be sitting there at the fence looking like this, just staring at you drive by. You might see a dude out there with a bunch of goats. You might see a dude sitting Indian style, doing a circle jerk. Man, it was wild. But the only thing that kept you from the rest of the world, or from the rest of Iraq, was a chain link fence. So people were riding through there like this, trying not to get sniped, because there was some reports of people being shot at on that street, on that road. So we had to take that road to get to the other side of base where everybody else was. And where everybody else was, like on certain nights they have like salsa night, on certain nights they have like a hip hop night, a Latin night, country night, just stuff to kind of keep us entertained, because we're away from our families, whatever, that whole jargon. So just stuff to keep us entertained. So one night, me and my supervisor go over there one night, and during this drawdown, we were transitioning from the U.S. forces doing security, and they were giving it to a Ugandan contracting company. So it was a bunch of Ugandans, like literally from the country Uganda, doing security. They was deep, bro. I'm talking like, they rode everywhere deep together. Like when we got to the MWR this one particular night, they were running security, of course, for everything over there on that side, and it's like 100 of them in the back room in the computer lab, and then it's like 20 more in a library, and then it's like 30 more on the dance floor. Like this building was like a big community center. So we walk in there, right? I walk in, give dude my ID, he looks at it. Cool, he let me walk in. And then after that, my supervisor walk in behind me. And so me, I'm not paying no mind, we're armed up. We're armed up. And I walk, you know what I'm saying, thinking he's gonna be right on, cause you know what I'm saying, I went through quick, so I'm assuming that he's gonna be quick right behind me. And all I hear is, what? What you say? And then the Ugandan had said something in his native language. And I guess my supervisor felt like he was being roasted. So the Ugandan stood up, and I was like, uh-oh. So then I turn around and I go back and I was like, what's up, man? And then the Ugandan's like, and gave dude his ID. And then my supervisor felt tried. But like, he was like, man, look, bro, long story short, we was like, bro, don't do this in here, cause if, for one, they're running the security, so they gonna put us out anyway. And how they put us out, I don't know how they gonna put us out, but it's 100 of them, it's like 50 of them over there, it's 20 of them back over there, and there's 30 of them back over there, bro. If you swing off on this dude, man, we gonna get mobbed in here. So I go back, try to defuse the situation, dude get his ID, and then it's all over and done with. So then to this day, that supervisor, he's retired now. He'll hit me up and be like, yo, man, you just gonna leave me on stuck with the Ugandans, man. And I was like, man, nah, I wasn't finna leave you on stuck, but I wasn't gonna let you get beat up. But hey, man, why you let him roast you like that? Like, I just wanna know what the dude said. Cause I heard it, but it was a mumble. And then by the time I could put together that he had said something kind of that was perceived out of the way, all I heard was, what? All I heard was a bloop, what? It was an explicative there. But he was like, MF what? But that's not the only funny story, man. So that same supervisor, right? We're drawing down. So of course we're packing things up. We're burning stuff. We're getting ready to leave the base. Like we're getting ready to leave the base, give it back to the Iraqis so they can do their own thing so we can go home. So everything is getting burnt. They're burning TVs, burning shells, burning vehicles, burning buildings, like burning everything. It's like the commander had dropped the directive that said, hey, if it's not of any value and if we can't use it, if it can't go back home, burn it. So imagine, bro, people were burning we was finding all kind of stuff, like all kinds of stuff. People was burning Saddam's, like Saddam had hit some airplanes there, some old airplanes back from like Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and on the first initial wave when they bombed everything, it had uranium on it, they burnt that. So I'm pretty sure whoever was on that base at that time, like we all finna get paid. But we're getting rid of stuff, we're burning stuff, we're destroying stuff, and we're trying to ship our stuff home. So we're shipping our stuff home in these containers. So the way the crane drivers on this base were hired by, they were local nationals. So they were from that area in Iraq, and they were hired to work on base to drive cranes and stuff like that. So one of our containers was gonna be late because something happened where the timeline had got backed up. So it wasn't gonna be inspected in time. So with that happening, the dude wasn't gonna be able to pick it up in time. So he didn't get that message. His boss didn't let him know that we were gonna be late. So he showed up at the first scheduled time that he got. And so he's sitting there. And so somebody has to babysit him because for one, he's on the special ops compound, and like you just not gonna be over here with a big ass crane, and it's all kind of stuff over here that you can destroy, and we don't really know you like that. We're not saying you bad, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta watch you, so we gotta babysit you. So I started out babysitting him first, and since I was the one that was kind of in charge of packing for that shift, packing the container, making sure that we can get everything inspected, I had to run to the gate to get the people that were inspecting it. So I told my supervisor, well, I asked my supervisor, I was like, hey, can you watch him? I gotta go to the gate to, I gotta go to the gate to get the inspectors. He was like, yeah, cool, no problem. So go to the gate, I come back with the inspectors, and my supervisor got his top off like, man, Trip, you better get this dude, man. This dude talking crazy, man. He talking about he's supposed to be out 4 hours ago, and he's still here, man. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm like, bruh, sorry, you finna get swung on by, you finna get swung on again? First it was the Ugandans, now it's the Iraqi local national. Like, what are you doing out here to these people to make people want to square with you and want to try you like that? Like, and that dude was pissed, cause I guess that would have been his last pickup for his shift, and he ended up staying like 3, 4, 5 hours past his shift because we had to pull everything out, get it inspected, put everything back in, lock it up, inspect the seal, make sure nobody could get into it, make sure the container is marked correctly. Like, that took hours, and that dude was just sitting out there on the crane talking crazy to my boss. My boss felt some kind of way about it. But that's my story, man. That was my first deployment, man. Definitely seen a lot on that first deployment. It was fun. That's the first of 5 deployments now. So yeah, man. That's when I also found out that I can't do blood at all. Yeah, can't do blood at all. I mean, don't want to see blood. The smell of blood makes me weak. I'll pass out on you with the quickness. You spill some red Kool-Aid around me, I'm liable to. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. I did not discover that until I deployed to Iraq in 2011. And yeah, I don't want to even talk about that. I don't think I can talk about that. But that's neither here nor there. But man, that's all I got for y'all for Flashback Friday, man. Y'all stay tuned. If this might just be another vlog for Fresh Cut Friday, I don't know. If it is, if it ain't, it is what it is. It is what it's gonna be. Thanks for chopping it up, pulling up on me. One time for the one time. This is Tripping with Trip, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, do all that stuff that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Mess with the kid one time. Go to scrapsclub.com, get you some gear. You know what I'm saying? This is another one of the shirts I got. So, hey, I got crop tops on there. Whatever y'all need, man. One of the goals that I need, one of the goals I set for myself as of yesterday was I want to sell at least 10 items out of my store. So, hey, www.scrapsclub.com. And at Scraps Club Official on Instagram, man. Go get y'all gear. So with that being said, man, y'all be safe, y'all be cool, enjoy the weekend. And I'm out, man. No. Hey.